Hi
Hi.
guys.
Welcome back
Again.
again. Yes. If you're seeing this video for the first time, you're in the right place. You're in the right place. You're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share this video. And to our returning subscribers, thank you for family and those who are following. Thank you very much. So in this video, talking about wedding planning fights intending couples usually have, how to resolve them. Yes, it is normal to have disagreement. Eh?
Yes, in fact, let me not lie. That wedding planning period is, to my own opinion, that's the period that most intending couples have the biggest fight.
Yes, the biggest fight, and it can lead to calling off the wedding sometimes.
Yes, sometimes you start feeling as if, come on, hope I'm not marrying wrong.
Yeah, that you feel like, what's happening? Why is she demanding so much? Why is he demanding so much?
Why is it being like
Why
this?
is it being like
unreasonable? Why is it doing this and that and
why is he concerned about himself? His suit is ready, his shoe is ready, but just my bouquet, is insisting that it will not be like this.
It's not just
okay. My own thing now is my family, my this and that.
In fact, in our own case, I think we mentioned it in one of our videos. In our own case, while we were cutting, we had no fight at all. We never had any issue. We never had any. Until it was time to preparing for wedding.
Yeah, so stay tuned. In this video, we'll be sharing with you some common things between couples quarrel, have disagreements, or even fight about, and how to resolve them.
Yeah. So the truth of the matter is, most times that is not the time to call off the wedding or the relationship.
And that it's not a sign that both of you are not compatible.
Yes.
Not the sign.
Yeah, it's just something that you will do. Sometimes it's an opportunity for you both to get to know yourself deeper than you've known each other. Yes. You get to know your partner more, you get to know how they react when they are angry, you get to know how they act when they are under pressure. You understand? So, and that is where, in fact, the most important thing to do at that point is to communicate. Communicate. Talk. Whatever is the issue, if you need to take time off. Time off. Yeah. If you need to really just time off could be as much as a night. Just sleep and just rest your head. And then when the both of you are more calmer, you discuss over it, then come to a mutual agreement. Yes.
So let's get into it. Number one thing in any couples fight about is money. Money, finances. Wedding planning has to do with a lot of money. So it's not uncommon to find intending couples trying to agree on how much to spend here, how much to spend there, how much to buy this, how much to buy that, where is this coming from, what do we do with this money, what do we do with that. It's not uncommon, and it's one of the major reasons why people fight or have serious disagreements by planning for the way. I feel like this is what I want, and this price is okay. The other person feels like it's expensive. If we use the money, then what are we going to do? Okay, what should we spend all the money for the wedding? Or we agree we're not going to spend all the money for the wedding. How come now we don't have any money on ground? You promised we're going to save this amount, but yeah, you used it. You bought this thing without telling me. Oh, this and that. Oh, you told me the price was 25. Now it's fee. How money? A lot of arguments, and it's not uncommon. It's normal. During our own time, we had many expenses. To be honest, we had it. The time when we had disagreement over cost of things. The time when I felt like it's too expensive, I can't go there, and she felt like it's necessary. It's expensive, but it's necessary. Yes, So, but for us, it's, thank God, we were able to communicate. Sometimes I wanted this, she wanted this, she wanted that. So it's not uncommon to have issue.
Sometimes it could be as much as the lady wanting the husband, groom, to put the bills concerning her bridal train, her bridal shower, her things that are meant to actually be personal. In my own opinion, these are actually meant to be personal to her. Yes, but there's something that you want him to put, and like, This does not concern me. Your bridesmaids does not concern me. Your bridal shower is not really my business. It's not really, and you are supposed to, all of those things can bring quarrel, can bring fight, can bring disagreement, or the parents of the bride insisting on a certain amount.
things.
Yes, on a certain amount of whatever.
Whatever, yeah.
They need an amount of this, they need an amount of that, and the rest. Yes, so most times it's usually a drag. Most times it's usually a drag at that point. No, I cannot do this. No, this is our budget. No, why are you trying to cross the line? Why are you trying to go against what we've already agreed on? And the rest of it. So it's a lot. I remember one time maybe my brother showered that week of our wedding. My brother shower was on the Thursday. Yes, then our traditional was the next day, Friday, the wedding. So the Thursday, the whole arrangement have already made. Like my brother shower have been planning it for months. Been planning it for months. But the unnecessary, unplanned expenses started coming up unplanned. So I had to tap into the money I was supposed to use for the bridal shower. Then at a point, no matter when you make budget, you made budget for hotel room, budget for snacks, for cakes, for this and that. And then at the end of the day, when it's now time to bring out the money, what you're not meant to spend was now more than the budget you've already made. I remember I called him, I was like, hey babe, what's happening? I was like, no. This is not my business. This is not my business. Whatever you're going to do. And I was like, I was so pissed.
I was really concerned that very moment because I had a lot of unplanned expenses on my desk as well. In fact, it was here and there, like expenses were just spend so much. So when she brought up that, like, no, I handle it and this and this. At that moment, there were a lot of things on my neck. Like, so the call, I wouldn't say her call came in at the wrong time, just came in to add to what I was just trying to clear my head first, and then that one now came in too. I was like, no, let me relax.
No, he doesn't want to marry.
So it happens. That was one moment where we had.
I remember that time again. The man was insisting on 2.5 bags of rice, 2.5 bags of rice. This one amount of meat. And I was like, what are we feeding with 2.5 bags of rice? These are the traditional. The traditional is meant to be an indoor ceremony. Just the families, both families concerned. Why are we buying 2.5? It was funny.
I was concerned because just I don't think the population was up to 300. 2.5 bags of rice, 50 kg, 50 kg, and another 25. That's 125 kg of rice.
Yes, man.
That's to feed how many people? That's too much. I think it was too much. And that was it. Thank God we were able to resolve everything. We came to conclusion and everything. So it is not strange when they come. Don't feel like I don't mind it. It's easier to say no. I'm not doing this again. You're not my kind. No, we're not compatible. It's easier to do. It's easier to take the robot. It's a sense of maturity. A sign of maturity that you stay and say.
That if I say that's when emotional maturity comes in. Honestly, you just have to know how to deal with that situation. But the funny part is that that's just even the basic.
That's just the basics. Yes. That's just the big, and it's.
So if you're not able to deal with that.
How will you handle the more weightier matters in marriage that it's even more financially demanding? So that's one of the things people basically fight over, and sometimes people can even call up the wedding for the money. So number 2 is family traditions. My background is different from her background. Your background is different from hers, so it is not strange to have variations, to have them wanting it this way, and then your parents might insist that in their own community, in their own culture, they don't eat fowl for wedding, or they don't eat fish for wedding. They might insist that it's only cow, and this cow must be cow from Sokoto in particular. And this is the kind of cow their tradition accepts. Their tradition accepts. And the father might be like, cow from Sokoto, no. We are born again Christians. We only eat heavenly meal. We only eat that, which is manna. We only partake of manna. So that's just by the way. So family tradition can cost a lot. Like you might be okay, this amount of this one day tradition is non-negotiable, this and that. So you need to bring it. You need to. I've had a lot of guys tell me, "Oh, more they almost." I had to spend the. In fact, let me even share a scenario I told my wife about. One of my, my colleague at work called me one time mentioned that this I was like my brother this and that. It's my family, my wife's family. Their tradition is just so strong. I have spent they insisted on this amount of pay, this amount. I've given them this. They said no, that's the case. Imagine they said it was a night to the wedding. Say they still have not accepted what he brought. That. So, well, at the point he felt like, but he used a name to tag his in-laws that I don't want to say. I don't want to say it here. He used a name to tag them out of anger and frustration. I'm just trying to imagine what.
And the truth of the matter is, at this point in time, wisdom have to come into place. Because I've seen cases whereby, because of this issue, this family background and traditional issue and the rest, will now extend into even after the wedding. Even after the wedding, you see the husband hating on the wife's family, the husband restricting his wife from going to
resentment or build-up.
Resentment, that's the word. Yeah, so at that point, you really have to apply wisdom. Apply with as a lady, you have to apply wisdom. You need to know what to do at that point to make sure that this issue does not lead to internal enmity between your partner and your family. Yes. So whatever you need to do, just make sure you do it. Just pray for wisdom. The wedding planning it's a big deal.
It's a big deal, yes.
You just pray for wisdom so it doesn't exceed after that wedding. Everything should be trashed before the wedding.
Yeah, before the wedding. And in adding to wisdom, I think it's important now to really carry. That's why one of our videos is about carrying your uncle, your auntie, just carrying people who you believe can help you along. Yeah, when it comes to negotiating some things about the tradition, there's a way you have uncles who they can. During our time, you understand. One of my uncles were there. Thank God for them. Some of my uncles, people I respect so much, were there. They were helping to do a lot of money, and now it just went down. They really thank God for something. They really help. And to be honest, my in-laws were very, very understanding. So family traditions and culture can lead to serious quarrel, need to brace up and of course wise. When you begin to see that sign, you know that time to
exactly. So you just to prepare your head. So when it started happening, you won't be shocked.
You won't be shocked. You won't be like, you won't want to avoid that. Maybe you hear some men say, "I paid your bride price in full." Then you've heard that before. Out of anger, they are telling the wife, "See, paid your bride."
That's because of the pressure they went through at that.
He felt like he paid unnecessary, something like that. So don't make any about money. Don't make any money. The money I saved for this, you people collected it. The money we saved for that, you people will say. So can lead to family. So the number 3 thing is the guest list. Who comes and who doesn't come? Who gets the high table? Who gets the medium table or the low table? Whatever it is. So the guest list can also lead to strong. I want my uncle here to be the chairman. No. I've already told one of my uncle in Ghana or wherever that he will be the chairman. I told my cousin who has a niece, who has a jeep, who has a this. So it can actually lead to serious disagreement. So if all of you don't come to a serious conclusion about the guest, who is coming, how many are we expecting, who will be on the high table, you can have 5 chairmen. and the MC will be confused. You will hold the paper. I'm saying 5 names here. So it can lead to serious
Yeah.
disagreement.
And at times, one part of the parents, one part of the family, it wants a small wedding. The bride may want a small wedding. The groom's mother say no. My family people, my August meeting women,
You will be
the
there.
women in my church and in our lineage will be
Mhm.
there, and therefore we are expecting about 5,000. And the bride is insisting, or one of the partners is insisting on just maybe 50 guests or 30 guests. Then they will drag and drag and drag and drag until honestly. So
Keep dragging. So
it's a whole lot. The thing is, sometimes, but our parents already imagine how
Yeah.
a wedding is going to be
they
like
already
in
they
their
have
head.
their own guest list, so you should ask them who and
No,
who.
they already have a picture of what our wedding. They've already planned our wedding in their head. So when whatever opinion we're bringing is not aligning with what they have in their head, they start causing
causing
disagreement.
You're right.
So you really need to, in fact, as much as possible. Most times our parents have a way of just giving you tips, especially the mothers. On your wedding day, it's red and blue we're going to wear. At times, but it's even when you've not even find the partner. They already start giving you tips. So it's not meant for you at that point to start telling them in advance that mommy, no, this wedding is my wedding. So just start as much as early as possible. Start letting them know that you still have a say. You know, in our other video, the first video we talked about wedding, we emphasize on the fact that as a couple, as a partner, the both of you should insist on your decisions. You should have a say and insist on it. If not, family members will drag you left and right and center. Yes. So as much as possible, even before you get a partner, start drumming it to your parents' ear. No, my wedding is going to be an outdoor occasion. And they'll be like, no, what if it starts raining? My wedding is going to be by the beach. Just try as much as possible to start letting them know that you have it, how you want it.
Plan already.
Yes. So they would calm down a bit till it start happening.
Okay. Cool. So they're really good. So another thing intending couples argue or fight about is planning and delegating duties. Who does what? Who doesn't do? I remember somebody was telling me one time that I never wanted that girl to pick the money. I never wanted that girl to be the one picking money. But my wife insisted. No, we can't find money anywhere. The guy insisted.
True.
I told them that the women should not cook. I want to bring a chef. Now, my wife insisted that the women. No, imagine we bought this number of rice. Only 100 men have eaten. The others have not eaten. Look at their bags. Look at what they have.
Yeah.
So planning, delegating responsibilities and planning duties is very, very important. It can lead to serious problems. This is who we want. During our time, I think we
had an issue about this.
We had an issue. She wanted your mom, you wanted your church member to cook. I wanted my own people to cook. So it was
like it dragged for months.
We dragged it for months. Right? And finally we came to a conclusion and decided to. So it can happen. But it can lead to serious. Because both of you do not resolve things.
Sometimes you just have to come to a compromise.
Yes, come to a compromise.
At that point, I just had to just come to a compromise. Ask yourself, is this what?
Is it what? Thank you. Is it what? Like, is it what that would over? Who does? Is this enough to scatter this marriage?
Yes.
Something we've been talking about for months, planning, telling each other how we love each other, how we can't wait to do it. Now, we will not allow other people's problem. Who does what and who doesn't want to destroy it. Sometimes just as a guy, okay, it's fine. Tell your people, just let them the lady. Okay, let's come to conclusion. What do you think? This is how I want it. Just open the door. Sometimes just save yourself the stress.
Honestly.
And just let it go. To be honest, if we had dragged it to another point,
yes,
it's
possible that till now, said we may still be having that
same
issue. Yes. Maybe the person that wanted to do it in your family may still be angry with me till tomorrow, or the person that wanted it in my family will still be angry with my husband. So most times, just ask yourself, is it really worth it?
Really.
If there's any party that can at that point calm down, that person should just apply it and just calm down and allow the other person to have their way. That's where compromise comes in. Yes, and during our wedding, I realized that during the planning of our wedding, I realized that my opinion wasn't always count. I realized that my opinion wasn't always count. Most times we tend to want to insist that things go our own way. And then when it's not going our own way, we start getting unnecessarily angry and then throwing tantrum and the rest. Yes. So I had to come to a conclusion that my opinion must not always count. Yes. So most times I just had to just let some things that are not worth it to go. This thing about delegating responsibilities, that was one thing that helped us very.
Yes.
See, just delegate the responsibilities.
Delegate responsibility and don't drag about it.
Trust people to just do it. Exactly.
Okay,
just let
them do it.
Like during our wedding, that wedding day, we were the most, to me, to my own opinion, we were like the most relaxed couple.
I was relaxed about so many things. I wasn't under anything.
We didn't even do anything.
I don't think anybody called me and said, "Oga, this one."
Yes.
My phone was, it wasn't on flight mode, but there were no 100 missed calls or something. It was just there.
Everything was running smoothly behind the background. We never had to stand up to pick a call. Never had to stand up to go and check what was happening there or.
But boy, if you don't delegate, you give yourself. Somebody, you'll be looking at person that's taking money like. Because your heart is there. Just rest. Delegate responsibility and rest. Otherwise, see, that wedding day, you'll be like, the people coming for the wedding will be more relaxed. You are the one coming for the wedding.
They have more peace of mind than you.
You have more peace of mind. You'll be the one on that because you want to be in charge of delegating cars. Your phone, they are calling you for cars, they are calling you for drinks, they are calling you for drink, they are calling you for water, they are calling you for gas. People coming from Abuja are calling you, people coming from UK are calling you. That's why you have people, assign people. Anybody who needs to find their way, souvenir. Anybody who needs to find their way to the venue, you have your brother, your sister, your cousin. Please call this number. Nobody should call. You have who is in charge of cake, assign it. That's exactly what we did. Okay, we keep my sister-in-law very helpful, my brother-in-law. We just this one meet my brother-in-law. Yes, meet my sister-in-law, meet my mom, meet my dad. Like so nobody is coming to say I say, please, maybe why they want to join the talk. The pastor is saying, shall we say they're doing guest, groom, 1 minute, you are going outside. What's the issue? Okay. Do like this, do like that, and then you come back again. Before they join, they say, it's a 1 minute, they are calling. It was just looking as if you're the new one. But when you delegate yourself, delegate responsibility.
Just by the end of the day, you just kind of like you're tired, you just unnecessarily tired. But when you delegate,
you will enter into your rest. That's
another thing again, that's when couples like wedding dates.
Yes. Choosing the right date. Venue. Right date. Venue. Yes. We dragged our date.
No, we didn't drag our date.
We didn't drag it.
It was church that dragged it.
Okay, church dragged it. It was just at the point from November. Somebody was
even as early as March, we had already fixed the dates together. Yes, but the church was saying, church agreed.
We had
until it got to 2 months or 1 month to the wedding.
And a lot of factors came down. Wanted us.
Your family did not agree with the dates.
My family were not too comfortable. They wanted it to be March
the next
day.
Yeah.
Of which I remember telling my wife, I had to clear I wanted passing the message to my wife, so I had to clear my throat. My mom was like, Lord, I receive grace. Drop this solemn message. Let her heart open to receive it. And I was like, yes, babe. Actually, one of my uncle. No.
Baby, that's what I did.
Baby, you didn't agree. You didn't agree.
Wait, when you told me, I just asked you. So So what did you say? What did you tell him? And I said, yes, I told him that I'm okay with her. Just, yeah, what? Yeah. So that's why I mentioned earlier. Both of you should insist on something. And then,
yeah, they were trying to convince me, and I was just like, I was trying to, let me reason with them. But at the point, I felt like, no, I've agreed with my wife. We insisted on it. And honestly, God planned it. We insisted on that date. There are a lot of things that happened. I wanted to, since we cannot even share that, something happened that, in fact, something happened that by default we're supposed to even push it. But we just decided no, all things work together. Don't worry. People say, we would have loved to support you if you had pushed it backward. We wanted doing so much for you, but
had a lot of that.
Something came up, with this kind of situation on ground now. We need to settle this part. We cannot use much of the money. We said, no problem. God bless you. This is the date. But, God, thank God. So choosing a date, what's the issue? Very good.
Also, like you mentioned again, choosing a venue.
Yeah, choosing a venue.
Sometimes we sound like you should be in Abuja. No, it should be in Port Harcourt. It should be in Canada. It should be
there than cost issue. Like this is what I want. We cannot go to Kaduna. No, we cannot go.
This place may feel like it's more accessible to them than the other place, and then.
Alright, so we drag them. So.
Yeah, so that's where maturity comes in.
Maturity comes in. Open communication.
Maturity, that shows that, to a large extent, that shows that the person is really ready for marriage.
Yes. Some people.
If at the point that you are planning to get married, you are still being pushed here and there, to and from.
And for some people, I'm not doing again. No, that's my mother. They just call it out. And to be honest, you will now realize the flimsy reasons why people cut off their wedding. Not necessarily because they saw a red flag, because you had enough time during cut. You just realize that it's as little as a venue. You didn't agree on the venue, so not working. You didn't agree on the date, not working. So there are a lot of ways to resolve quarreling and fighting. Serious tension while preparing. One is monogamity. Plan and agree. Two of them. Like it's a wedding. Whatever both of you insist on, go for it. Sometimes they want to tell you, if you are choosing August, when you know it's raining season, when the rain comes, it will do like this. You tell them you're okay with August. We have a plan. December time that everybody will travel to the village. You want to put your wedding.
Like
when you know that the city will be empty, that's when you want to put your own wedding. And tell them, fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. That's how it works. You want to take that hall. Have you not had you just want to give it? Sometimes reasons are reasons.
Exactly.
Sometimes, not always. Be patient and communicate with your partner. Really help them. This is what's going on. Talk about who sent money and who did it. This money came in. I just received it a lot. So your wife is aware. So she can say, the money has come. Thank God. How much? 100. Okay, please, let's see. But if you don't tell, if both of you don't communicate about money, of course it should be done. So that's it for us. We know you really enjoyed it. Please don't keep this information alone to yourself. Share this video with others. There are a lot of people who need to hear this news. There are a lot of people who need to learn from what we've shared. In your circle, your friends, your family, your loved ones who's planning for your wedding. Share this video with them. And also let them learn from what we teach. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me subscribe. Like. Remember, you can
see you in our next video.